What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another quick one-take tutorial with Elementor and some code and some exciting stuff. I'm here to teach you how you can create a before and after comparison slider with Elementor without using a third-party plugin or anything. So this is the effect that I'm talking about right here. Just a slider effect that you can use for comparing images. And there's no need to reinvent the wheel here. So I'm actually just gonna borrow some code that I found on codepen.io, which is a platform that I recommend everybody to check out. And shout out to this guy Dudley who created this. So I'm just gonna teach you how you can apply this in Elementor and achieve this effect. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing that we're gonna do is create a Elementor section. Just a regular section with one column is fine. Then I'm going to add an HTML widget, and we're going to go back to CodePen, and we're going to copy the HTML and bring it with us back to Elementor. Let's just paste that in. We have a little hint of something working already. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to type in script right here. And as you can see, this Elementor HTML widget has some helpers for you to get going. So this is a great tool. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to CodePen and we're going to bring over the JavaScript. There's some short JavaScript code, and we're going to paste that in right there. And the beautiful thing about using this code right here, because you could achieve the same effect displayed right here by only using HTML and CSS. It would have to be slightly different though, but you could achieve the same effect without the JS. But the beautiful thing about using this code is that it will also work on mobiles and touch devices. So that's a good thing. So where was I? Yes, we're in Elementor, and I'm going to head back to the page I have right here. We're going to go to the Advanced tab and to the Custom CSS area. And I'm going to copy now the CSS code. So let's just copy all of that code and bring it back to Elementor, paste it in. And bada boom, you already have an effect or something that works. That was very, very simple. Now, so it could be that simple. You could end the video now if you'd like to, but I'm going to do some tweaks and changes to make this even better. So let's see here. The first thing that I'm going to see right now is that we have some warnings in Elementor that basically says you could remove the div right here. So I'm just going to do that just to crack down on those warnings, just because they're kind of annoying. But either or, you could leave them if you want to. And I think most of these other warnings are about colors, and I think the colors will work fine. So we'll just keep that the way it is. And my immediate thought is that I'd like the image to be centered, or the entire container to be centered. So I've written some additional code that can achieve that for us, and I'll make sure to share the code with you, of course. So I'm actually just going to jump in right here. Oops. Yes, right here. And I have written this code earlier today, so I'm just going to copy that with me, bring it back, and paste it in. And right there we have it centered on the page. So let's just add some... and this whole thing is transparent. The section is still transparent, so this container is the only thing being displayed. So we could play around with it. We could add a background color if we'd like to. I'm thinking pink, so let's go with that. Why not? And let's just add some padding to it to make it look good. 100 is fine. Let's do it at the bottom as well so you guys can see everything. There we go. And some other tweaks that we could do really quickly, if you're interested in that, is that we can make perhaps the image smaller. And we can do that by going to the CSS code. And we can change the width right here, max width and max height. So let's just go with 500. We have to change both, of course. And by the way, before I say anything else, of course you could swap out these images with any image you like. You can replace the image URLs with any image or any images, but make sure to obviously use images that are the same size so that they'll give you a good comparison. So now we've scaled down the image a little bit so it looks a little bit smaller. Looks pretty good in my opinion. And the next thing that I want to change is this right here. Maybe we can make it a little bit bigger. And we can do that by making some simple changes to the CSS. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So we're in the CSS tab. Can make this a little bit bigger so you'll see everything. Let's scroll down to this right here, the slider thumb. So if you pay attention to this part right now, and I can change this to, let's say, 40, makes it a bit wider. We can make it higher as well. So let's, I'm just experimenting right now. So let's try and make it double. So let's make it 30. Yeah, it looks pretty good. You could do your own tweaks and changes. And as for the color, we could change that as well. So I don't have a color code with me right now, so just try blue. And you can experiment with this and make it any color you like. And yeah, looks pretty good, and it works well. So another obvious additional tip that is pretty obvious though, but if I were to display this on a page, I'd probably add something like this. Drag the blue icon thing to slide or something like that, just to explain what this actually is to your website visitors, so that they'll see or understand what this actually is. That makes a lot of sense. So I'm just thinking off the top of my head right now, is there anything else that I should do or show you? I think this will work fine, and this works on mobile as well. So you could do this, and I know that there are third-party plugins that can achieve the same thing. There are some Elementor add-ons that you can use, but sometimes, you know, those add-ons, they come in bundles, and if you only need this effect, let's say for one page or for one blog post, whatever, then you could just use this as a quick and easy way to do it without having to buy add-ons, right? So I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and I might be back with another tutorial someday. Who knows? All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day.